Card Hammer here with you. I've been getting a lot of questions about, hey, what do you use for tools to help you review your cards and see what condition they're in? What do you recommend? And how much should I spend? And where should I go to buy them? And don't overthink it, all right? You want to get a close look at your cards. You don't want to spend a lot of money. Something that I carry with me and it doesn't cost a lot, and I use them quite a bit. Simply a magnifying glass. And if you can get one like this, it's like $8. I want to say maybe at Walmart. I got it at Walmart, or actually, probably where I got it is the PX. There on base. It's probably actually where I got it, but it was either Walmart or PX. But anyways, it was like $8, $10, not really pricey. And get one. If you do get one, make sure has a light. That'll really help. It's not super expensive. You don't have to, when you're first starting out, you don't have to go buy like a big high-powered magnification lens light that goes over your cards. And simply this will do the trick. If you can get a nice clean surface, like a rubber mat or something like that, that's even better. Or just make sure your desk is nice and cleared off. You don't want no food stains or anything left on it before you flap your card down, especially if it's raw. Just make sure your area is clean. Use a magnifying glass. You can use a magnifying glass with a light. It's even way better. You're doing that and checking for chipping around edges and corners and stuff. Trust me, you'll be far ahead of most people. A lot of people aren't even looking at anything before they send in their cards. And that's fine. If you're just a hobbyist and a collector, perfectly fine. But you can save a little bit of money knowing like, hey, I see chipping on this, and then you can look up PSA requirements, and it'll tell you where you should expect your grade to go into. Another thing I use, and it costs about $1. Actually, I think it's less than $1. I want to say it's like 50 cents, 88 cents. Simple little bitty ruler. Make sure your cards are to standard width and length. Does not cost a lot of money. I literally put that in my boxes and stuff when I go places. I pull it out. I have quite a few of these. It's simple, it's easy to use, and you can quickly tell if a card is trimmed. If you're doing some oddball cards, like say 1950 Bowman, or you're doing 1956 Topps, stuff that is a little bigger, 55 Bowman, I believe, stuff like that isn't your traditional 2.5 by 3.5. Go ahead. Website I like to use is Cardboard Connection. You just type in a set, go to their website. It'll tell you a whole bunch of information on it. Who are the key rookies, the stars. It'll tell you a whole bunch of information about the set. Cardboard Connection. Simple ruler. You can buy this at Walmart. Nothing crazy here. Magnifying glass with a light. It does run off batteries. So I believe it's, here, I'll let you guys know, 3 AAAs. So nothing crazy there. All right. Another thing, when I go to like card shows or card shops, I like to carry this with me, and it's not awkward when I am carrying it around. And that is a tiny little loop. It's a cheap, very cheap. Some people call them jeweler's loops. I think I paid like $7 for this. I don't remember. It wasn't very expensive. I bought it off eBay. Simply typed in jeweler's loop, and that's what I came up with. What I really liked about this one is it unfolds. All right, it goes real compact, so I can carry this in my pocket when I'm walking around the show. I don't have to worry about sitting on anything. I put it in my front pocket, walk around, or you can throw it in your backpack. It doesn't take up a lot of room. It comes in a nice carrying case. Even came with an extra battery. And also, just like that magnifying glass, came with a light. It makes a big difference, especially if you're like in a real dim lighted area. You might not have that. If you're looking over it and you're trying to, you're looking over the card and all that, and trust me, light comes in handy. They're not very expensive. If you're ever going to do any grading, I highly recommend at least a tiny little jeweler's loop, an old-fashioned magnifying glass, and a ruler. You can check, make sure it's not trimmed. You can check to see if it has any chipping. You can measure out, see if it's off-centered or not. You can also check for creases and slight wrinkles. You can check the whole card condition, and you won't be fooled paying high-end mint price for something when really it should have been just excellent to like very good. Just don't get taken like that. They're super for everything right here, probably under $20, shipped to your house, and you can be your own I don't know about expert, but you can do your own judgment on your own cards that you're buying, and then you know what you actually got. You're not taking someone else's word for it. So please behoove yourself to go out and do some little bit of investment, even if you're just a hobbyist. I like to know the condition of my cards, and I imagine everyone else does too. Anyways, Card Hammer out. Have a great day.